Yo, 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 what's good, everyone? This is C. Hendo back once again. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And before we get to this, man, I hope everyone is safe out there. Everyone's quarantining, getting it in, man. We always continue to be working, but I definitely need everyone to definitely stay safe out there. We got the holiday season coming up. But man, let's get to it, man. So before I introduce this guy, man, it's I like guys who like different things outside of just, playing basketball. Like this guy here, man, music, art, fashion, different kinds of things, man. We're going to talk about that today. So obviously, Mavs fans, we're all ecstatic because this guy is back. And of course, we got questions about the Mavs, but got special guest Willie Cauley-Stein. Trill is in the building. What's good, Trill?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. It's all
right,
man.
Man, I appreciate you coming on. All right, Trill. So I just want to say congratulations, man. I see the newborn is there, man. How's that going, man? Because with all this going on with quarantine, man, how's that been for you?
It's been cool. Just seeing her grow and her motor skills change every day, and her like starting to discover her voice, and like she's starting to discover her body a little bit more. And it's like it's exciting to see every day the daily development of what a child actually goes through, and like to ultimately become one of us. You know what I mean? And it's an experience, man. It's one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, for sure.
What would you say is tougher, man? Preparing for a basketball game, or taking care of a baby, man, like a daughter, man? That's got to be man. I can only imagine.
I would say taking care of a daughter.
Okay, for sure. I can definitely understand that. Yeah, so, man,
you can't really prepare for that. You know what I mean? It's just you got to just be prepared for everything at that point. At least with hoops, you can watch film.
Man, definitely. So, before we get into some hoops, man, one thing I want to talk to you about is your love for art. Like, you're a big art guy. Like, obviously, I've seen you around at North Park Mall, different malls out here, and you like to look at art and different things. Can you talk about that passion for art and like just different things like film and such nature?
Yeah, man. I think I'm just such a big into like being a creator in general, whether it's a clothing brand or a painting or merch for my homies. Like just like creating in general is like that's what this world's about. Is like just creating opportunities for people, creating just like that's like my biggest thing. Like I just finished a piece of a Prince and like Joker, like half blah blah blah, but like behind it has create over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And like that's like my thing. Is actually, if you want to go grab it in the garage, I'll actually put it on here. I'll show you because actually
I gotta see that.
Yeah, it's a good little video right here, so you can actually get a good look at it. But it's So I mean, just like those are like my daily affirmations that I had in my two journals, what I call them the bar Bibles. Mm-hmm. And so like that was one of the things that I had in there, is just like creating at all costs. Like, and like for me, that's me never losing who I am. It's like the day that I stop creating is the day that I die. You know what I mean? Like that's how much that means to me, is just being able to do that. Oh yeah, this is it right here.
I gotta see this. Oh, that's tough, man. Rest in peace to Prince, man. One time for Minnesota. Rest in peace to the legendary Prince and Joe. Like that combination is very unique, because like if you saw that last Joker movie, just understanding about his life and everything, it's just a unique perspective, and that's dope. I love that, man. That's dope, man. Like
that's why I'm glad you picked up on that, because I ran that colorway of the Joker for that reason, of the misconception and the understood of why he was doing what he was doing, even though it was crazy as shit. But he had a reason of why, and I like that type of vibe. So I'm glad you picked up on that. That means I did my job right.
Oh man, I knew it off the bat. So as a creative, one thing I do want to applaud you for, you work with two individuals, man, that are, to me, some of the most underrated filmers and like photographers, in Yazoo and Burks, man. Like you three together, man, it's like a triple threat, man. You guys are putting together these crazy looking videos, visuals and stuff. Can you talk about that process, man? Because it's not too many NBA guys doing it like that. Like that, it's sort of, this doesn't look commercialized. It looks like it's just raw, uncut. Can you talk about that?
Hey, that's what it is. It's what it is. It's raw, uncut. Like, So we started this 3 years ago. We had mutual friends, which goes to the music thing. So like I had a friend that played baseball at UK. His name's Damon Saunders, but his rap name is Yoku Naro. And so that's one of my best friends. And then like in our whole little group, you know, he's our artist that we're pushing right now on our record label. So that is all inspired in this, and like they were on the other side. So I didn't know David and Yazoo at first. I had been seeing them through, which at that time was called Harvard Drive. Is what they were calling their little label or little rap group or like artist group. And I'm like, and me and my cousin Rex, we had just started our own record label, Shift Records, blah blah blah. Like I'm like, damn, like, you know, we need to get Yoku. Well, what is it going to take to get Yoku? And it's like, well, we need to get Yoku. We got to get what they already have, and it's going as Harvard Drive. So one All-Star break, I said, screw it. Let's go to Lexington and make it happen. Let's go see what it happened. And that's the first day I met Burks, and it's the first day. Well, it's the second day I met Yazoo, but that's the first day I got to see Yazoo in his element. And I was like, wow. I'm like, I need these guys. Yeah. That was way before the cameras, man. This was just like, we're in here just making music at this point. Like we were working on one of our mixtapes, and Burks was working on drone footage, pilot. He was being a pilot. So like that's when we sparked the vision. That was like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then we get to like 2018, going into that 2018, the last year I played with the Kings, I think. And I'm like, yo, I need y'all to capture what I'm about to do. Like this journey from here on out. Like I slipped on to doing it early. I wish I would have started when I was in Kentucky and like had my whole journey up from here. Like, man, I'm like, I need it from here on out. Like, and let's go with it. So I bought like a $25,000 camera for Burks. And like we just been running it up ever since. And like, and when we first started, it was like, man, we wanted to like, because you obviously, the painting I just showed you, like we out here on the creative side. You go look at Zoo's page, like he out here on his shit. So like, yeah, me and Zoo actually have like a creative process we call Trill Zoo, and that's when we like he'll take a picture and then I'll draw on it and like we'll just go tag team it real quick and it like turns into something something out of here. You know what I mean? It's like so like. Us three, we got that kind of like we spend so much time with each other now at this point, like on the road or just like traveling, and like we know what we like. We don't have to speak no more. Like it's a language without words, and like we at the end of the day, like it ended up being raw, uncut film. Like at the beginning, people were like, "Oh, you're all just showing the makes. You're just showing the makes." It's like, nah, I'm just not missing. Yeah. And so now we're just gonna give you raw footage, and that's what this summer was about. Was like, okay, we're not gonna make it look pretty no more, but it's still pretty because of the $25,000 camera. It's gonna, you know what I mean? It's gonna be pretty, but like every day we just like literally the clips that he put out. There's no editing. It's just like, all right, that's what we took at that film. That's what we took at the gym. All right, put it on Instagram real quick. Like it's that raw, and that's why it feels authentic. Like you hear the gym sounds, you hear the other people talking, you hear like we're trying to take your mind and bring you into what we're doing on the daily, and like. It's real work. It's real like dedication. It's real love for this stuff. It's real like we love crafting and we just turn it into an art. And now it's like an even bigger thing because it's an art now and it's no longer a job. Like we get lost in it. Like I mean, we was just over here 2 nights in a row. So 3 a.m, we're over here crafting on what's the next steps or what we want people to go into. Like that's where we're at with it now. This is something special.
Man, and once again, everybody, I'm going to put those guys and all their work and including, what Trill is doing. So, man, let's talk some hoops real quick. So I got one thing I want to say is congratulations on the re-up with the Mavericks, man. And I know this was important for you. I've been covering you since, your college days, and we've talked before, even when you're on different teams. But, I saw the energy level when you came to Dallas. I got a chance to see it. So can you talk about that and how it feels to be able to re-up with the team that you wanted to be with and this team that you want to play for in Dallas?
Oh man, it's one of them things where I feel like ever since I even came in this league, it's like I just been misunderstood on who I am as a player for one, like that I don't take the game serious and I don't love it, like and like I've gotten to the point now where like I'm just exiting it out, like there's no more that I could show y'all. There's no more that I could say y'all to prove that I love the game more than what I'm doing right now. And like, so it is what it is at this point. I'm gonna keep on doing what I do and keep on crafting and leave it up to what my work is showing. So like, I don't put in the work, and now it's just time to like come back and like start from the beginning, like coming in and with 40 games and blah blah blah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to go earn Coach Carlisle's trust. I had to go earn Cube's trust. Like, I had to go show them this summer that I'm willing to wake up at 8 and go 2-a-days for the next 3 months to like show you that like, hey, this little $8 million that you gave me, hey, I'm forever grateful. I'll go run through a wall just because nobody else was going to give me that. Nobody else was going to give me that chance to like let me be Trill. Like, they want me to be Willie Cauley-Stein. And like, when I'm in between them floor, like them lines, like I'm Trill. Like, it's like, I'm trying to move down. I'm trying to like go to work. I'm not trying to be in a box. I'm not trying to like sit on the side and like wait for somebody to want to pass me the ball. It's like, man, I'm done after this game. I'm ready to go use it. Like, I want to share. I want to be in the mix with everybody else. I want to show. It's at the end of the day, it's a show. Like, I want to show you what I've been working on too. So like, the fact that I get to come in with their trust and their ability to like go in here and like fail, but like fail with like getting better, and like fail with getting better with some dogs that are like real, and like having Coach Carlisle on your back of like that pressure is gonna make you into a diamond. You know what I mean? And like, Cube seen that, and like they all seen that in my work, and like that means something to me, because it's just like, man, they really that's loyalty, man. They really trust that like I'm gonna take care of business, and for me, that's all I ever wanted. So like, I'm right where I wanted to be.
All right, man. So I got one interesting thing. So today when I tweeted this out that, you were coming on the live with me and everything, a particular friend of ours, he wanted to send you a message, and I'm going to post this message on the screen. And I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah.
Okay, so shout out to the homie Mark Cuban, of course. He wants to know, man, because look, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. I eat, breathe, and sleep basketball, and there's nothing like me to see these videos of guys working out. But you've been working with this guy Tyler Relf out here in Dallas, man, and it looks amazing. That 3-ball looks wet. So I gotta ask you, man. Mark want to know, the fans want to know. This 3-ball is crazy, man. Can you talk about that, man? This workout and this jumper, man. All of a sudden, you got this crazy jumper now.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's not all of a sudden. It's just now that like. Okay. I've got it to, you know what I mean? Like, I've been working on this since college under the table with Coach Payne. Like, I've been working on this guard stuff for a long time. But now I cracked the code on how to use it. I cracked the code on the pace. I cracked the code on crafting it every single day, multiple times a day, that now it's like, this is what it is. This is what you are. If this is what you want to be, this is what you got to do. So, like, Tyler Relf tapped me into that. Like, yo, this is what you want to do, and this is what they want you to do. We're gonna do this every day until like this is what you do, and then like it's just what it is now. Like, and when I see Cube say that, I'm like, damn, it's time to let it fly. Like, they want you to let it fly. Like, they see the work. It's time to let it go. It's time to like just let it all out and go hoop and just have fun hooping.
Man, I love it. So one thing I do want to talk about is this identity of this team. This identity has changed a little bit because the offseason moves. I mean, obviously bringing you back, and you add a guy like James Johnson, and you add Josh Richardson. You add some dogs, some dogs on this team. And looking at the team in the playoffs last year, obviously, going against the Clippers, there were some things that, if you guys on the floor, I don't think would have went down. Can you talk about the additions that this team has made with you, James Johnson, and Jay Rich, and of course all the rookies that are coming along, because it seems like it's going to be a defensive oriented team now, and I like that. It's like that formula is coming back from 2011.
Well, I was just talking to Burks about it earlier. Like, with what we got, we're bringing a swagger now. You know what I mean? Like, you just brought 3 dudes with an OD swagger, like OD swagger to a team that already had the juice. You know what I mean? So now it's like you putting 3 dogs swagger into Luka Magic and KP the Unicorn and Tim Hardaway, you know what I mean? Like, this shit about to get jiggy. Like, it's like some jiggy motherfuckers to the show now. Like,
I love it.
Get real. And then not only that, the guys that on the defensive side, Jay Rich, he's gonna go crazy on that side. Like, James Johnson's gonna go crazy, and James Johnson got a no fuck with clause. Like, if you're getting some, like, it's like, nah, you don't want to mess with him. Like, he got some shit. You don't want to mess with him. So like. And with me, people I'm quiet, so you don't even want to, you know what I mean? You don't even want to mess because I'm quiet. You don't even know what I'm thinking. So like, it's just coming with a new swagger, and like, I'm excited to like be a part of the change that's happening, or what, because I see what they're doing, and I see what type of like team they're trying to create, and I think it's gonna be fun. Like, we don't fit, you know what I mean? Like, it's like to me it's a don't fit mentality. Like, we don't fit in this box that they trying to put us in, and we're gonna go kill it. Like, we're gonna try to make a new box. Like, you're gonna have to build a new box because we're gonna fit in we're gonna fit in the old box.
Man, and you know, one thing, I don't know if you've ever heard this recently, but this, with you coming back, it sort of reminds me of Tyson Chandler, because it was like we needed that guy in the middle. We needed somebody that had that mentality. Like, Tyson Chandler reminds me, that quiet guy, doesn't say much, but when he got on the court, just the fierce competitive nature that he had was a big deal. So salute to that. But I got to ask you, man, because once again, you mentioned these two guys. You talked about Luka and KP. How is it to play with a guy like Luka, man? Because like, it's sort of unreal, right? Because he's sort of like a phenom in a way. Like, this guy's only 21 years old. You know, we're talking about a guy that's going to probably be a future MVP. How is it to play with a guy like that on the court with so much confidence?
Well, you see how he, you know, like my first, you know, my couple months here, I'm trying to watch what everybody doing. I'm trying to see, all right, how people moving, what are they working on? Because at the end of the day, I'm picturing myself as one of them. So what do I got to do to become one of y'all? So when I'm looking at that, and the most important thing that I've seen about Luka is the way that he has fun with it. Like, yeah, there's not nothing that you're going to do or say to make that game not fun for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he might get frustrated in the game, but he going to go out and have fun with it and come back in and do what he does. And like, you can tell that in the game that like it's just fun, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of what the situation is, how hard the situation is, like, it's fun for him. And like, that's what everybody has to attach to. Like, whatever my job is, that's got to be fun for me. Like, I got to go out there and make that fun. Like, and you know, when you see those two dudes go off, and you're just seeing some of the stuff that they're doing, and you're just like, dude, like, that's awesome. Like, I want to be a part of that. That's awesome. Like, I want to do that. Like, it just drives you to want to be better at the end of the day. Like, you with two all-stars, and they got big bags, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to be part of what they got going on too. So they just, you know, at the end of the day, they showing you how to get it.
Okay, cool, man. And for you personally, what is your goal? Obviously, I know you want to win, because like, at this point in your career, you're trying to establish being a winner, and that's something that's always important to you. Now, obviously, have that on the wall as well, you know, showing that, hey, we won and we were successful, get that ring. And what is most important for you outside of the winning aspect? Because I know that has to be a personal goal for you.
Yeah, I mean, winning is always, you know, the main priority. I think for me, it's just I want respect as a hooper. You know what I mean? I want respect that this is what I do, and I'm a dog, and I'm one of the top players in the game. Like, that's what I want. So that's how I'm coming. I'm coming in every practice, every workout, like I'm the best player, and like that's how you have to get it. That's how you have to get it. And I seen a tweet of what something Dwayne Wade said one time. It's just like, you got to literally go take this shit. Like, if you wanted that bad, you got to go take it. Like, you can't be scared of the missed shot. You can't be scared of the you try to get a steal real quick and you miss that. Like, you got to take those moments by the horns and just run with it. And like, that's where I'm at in my career. It's like, I got nothing to lose. I'm at the bottom. Like, it's time to show what I really am and get to the top of it.
Man, you know, when I look at the West, I call it the Wild Wild West, obviously. There's just so many teams that are improving. And, of course, basketball minds, we all know the Mavericks are a good team. But it seems like for the majority, it's like when you start naming these West teams, you hear the same three or the same two. Do you feel like the Mavericks are being slept on a little bit when it comes to this? Because, you know, obviously the Lakers, reigning champs, you got LeBron James, AD, you got the Clippers still, you got Denver, different teams. But do you feel like the Mavericks are being slept on? Or do you guys actually – I'm pretty sure you guys enjoy that, so you guys can be the sort of like the hunter instead of the hunted, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're gonna get stuck on in that mix anyways, just with the guys that you threw in. You know what I mean? You got AD, you got LeBron, you got Steph, you got Draymond, so you start throwing those names in there. Yeah, you're gonna get stuck on some of the guys. You know what I mean? Like in a marketing standpoint, you're not hearing but two people on our team. Honestly, you're gonna hear KP, you're gonna hear Lucas. So the other teams, you're gonna hear all the little superstars that they got. So like on a marketing level, that's the most difference I can see is on like with us. Do we feel underrated? No, you can underrate us. That's gonna make us better at the end of the day because you know how this league is. People overlook it. Like they gonna look at the thing, whatever. But when the ball goes up, bro, that's all that matters. Who's gonna show that energy and effort when the ball goes up, and that's how you get dubs. And the way it's looking, we trying to go on some defensive minded stuff. So like, it's gonna be fun to see how it plays out.
All right. So one last basketball question. So, man. The Mavs are going back to their throwback uniforms. I love it. The green, I'm pretty sure you already know what I'm talking about, the Victor Green uniforms. Yep. And today, they unveiled the city uniforms. I know you saw the homie KP modeling the uniforms. We're gonna give him a hard time about that, but I like the uniforms, man. What you think about it, man? Like these new uniforms and also going back to the throwbacks.
I love going back to the throwbacks anytime just because paying homage to the old is always good. But I'm gonna tell you right now, them crispy whites with the gold is. I got some shit coming for that. I got some. Yeah, I got something coming for that. I got my guy True Blue working on something for those because those are tough. Those are tight.
Man, so shout out to True Blue Customs, man. Make some dope customs. We gotta talk sneakers now. So, man, like you wore a lot of customs last year, and I like that because you were very authentic in how you did it. Sort of like you. Sort of actually thought it out. You just didn't say, hey, I want this. You thought it out, the process. Now, I know this year you got some things you ain't got to tell us because I know it's got to be a surprise for all of us, but are you going to be back on that wave again doing the customs and different things?
Oh, yeah. Hey, girl. Oh, yeah. Definitely going on the customs. So right now I'm just working on what shoe I'm trying to rock with this year. And so whenever we figure out what shoes we're trying to rock with, then I could send True Blue a bulk of them, and we can just get going crazy. But I'm on this assassin theme, so I'm on this ninja assassin killing theme right now. So like, there's gonna be a few of them that's coming with some ninja stuff for sure.
Well, I know you got to pay homage to Kill Bill, Ninja Assassin, the movie itself. Man, I can't wait because I'm gonna be taking all kind of photos, man. You already know me, man. I'm gonna be first one to like a look at it. All right, so. Let's have some fun here and talk some music, man, because I know that's definitely a passion of yours. And I got to ask you off the rip, man, like, what are you listening to these days for his music?
I mean, obviously, I'm listening to my man, Yoko Naro. If you ain't heard of him, you will. Look him up. He's on all platforms. And then, I listen to a lot of our own stuff, too. But, like, as far as, mainstream, I'll be listening to Trippie Redd, Polo G. I was on the King Von wave before he passed, R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
So, it just depends on the day because, there's some days I wake up and I'm on my future shit. Like, I'm getting in the car and I'm riding. I'm getting my work in. You know what I mean? Like, and then there's some days.
I already know.
I'm lyrical. I need to listen to some J. Cole or some Nas to get me there. Or I'm on, I listen to a lot of different music. I'll be here recently because, I did my own music. I'm trying to work on finding melodies and getting melodic with stuff. So I've been listening to a lot of Janae Aiko and a lot of like women artists and like on like the R&B and blues side of things. So I mean, I just been kind of everywhere with it this summer, especially. There's been a lot of good music to drop too. So I mean, I'm on the browse thing every day to see what's dropping. Like I literally listen to anything. Like I'm a big fan of Kane Brown too. Like he put out with Sway Lee and Khalid. Like that's a bop. Like I think Kane Brown need to go back and switch and see, because I heard that he was trying to be like an R&B singer before he came. It was like, nah, you better be a country singer. I'm like, well, shoot. After I heard that bop, you might want to go back to see if you can do an R&B song with somebody because I think that song went. But like, yeah, man, I'll be on the vibes. It just depends. I'll be on the reggaeton too, the Bad Bunnies. I got a friend that's in that lane too. That's in our record label. So like, I gotta listen to everything just to keep my ear on the street. So.
Well, I got to ask you then, because obviously you're in the music industry, in the music business. Would that be a dream collab for you? Like, if there's one artist you could take and be like, hey, I want to work with this artist. I don't even care past the present. If you could do it all time or like anything, if it was a dream artist you could work with, who would it be?
Oh, I want to work with 2 Chainz.
Well, funny you say that, because I don't know if you know him and Mark. They're really tight, and he's always at our Mavs games. I don't know if you know that. He's always at the Mavs games.
Nah, I didn't know that. But if I could do one song with somebody, I need a feature. Okay. For sure.
Oh man, we got to talk to Mark there, because he was literally I swear to you, I was walking through the tunnel and all of a sudden I looked over. I had to look twice because I was like, it can't be. Then it is. Like, I didn't understand it at first. Like, what's he doing here? Then I realized him and Mark are tight. So we need a trill. We need a trill and 2 Chainz.
Yeah,
we need that.
I would snap on something with 2 Chainz for sure.
All right, dope. So, man, the next thing I want to do with you is there's a trivia game called Got Bars. I'm gonna get you some of these, man. It's Got Bars. It's a hip hop lyric trivia game. Now, what I'm gonna do today is we're gonna do some action cards, and these are more just opinionated questions, and we're gonna do 3 of them. And I just need you to give your honest opinion on it, and we'll go from there. So the first question is this: we just had a versus with Gucci Mane and Jeezy. If you had to pick between the two, who would you pick?
Ooh, okay. Let's break it down. One more little scenario. Are we talking albums? Are we talking mixtapes? Are we talking just straight hits?
Yeah, because that's the problem. There's one side with the mixtapes with Gucci, then there's the albums with Jeezy. So if you had a choice, I guess, how we do this? Okay, if you could do a collab with one, who would it be?
Guwap.
There we go. One time for Guwap, man. One time for Guwap. All right, next question. One must go. And this means everything that they've done in music and everything. Drake, Meek Mill, J. Cole, or Big Sean? Yeah. This one gets everybody. Yeah, because it's like it's usually a unanimous, but it's like the toughest unanimous ever.
Yeah, I mean, because it's either gonna be Meek or Big Sean gone. I feel like so I'm gonna have to go with Meek.
Okay, I understand, because it's tough. And Meek go hard. It's tough.
Meek go crazy, but I just been hearing Big Sean more to hear lately, so I gotta go with Big Sean. Okay.
We got another one must go. And there's some newer artists today, obviously. 21 Savage, Little Uzi Vert, Kodak Black, or Lil Baby. Lil Baby's on fire right now, too, by the way.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go, man. I was just slapping at Kodak, too, but I gotta
I understand. He's usually the one that's picked, so you don't feel bad. Like, he's usually one. I'm telling you, I do this.
Hey, but I can't. I feel bad because I was just talking about when I was in Miami this last weekend, we were bumping the thing that they just released. There's probably some old songs that released some Kodaks, but I'm like, man, the game is missing Kodak, and that's why I say that. But since he's gone, I gotta say it's Kodak. But the game is missing Kodak, and I really wish the game had Kodak right now.
Definitely understand that. I definitely understand that part. All right, we're gonna do one more for a bonus. What was the first album that you ever purchased, if you remember?
Oh, what's the just bought a Cadillac. Throw some E's on. Who was that?
Oh, Rich Boy.
Rich Boy. That was the first one.
Okay, Rich Boy. Yeah, shout out to Paul Dunn and Rich Boy. Yeah, that was, man, people don't realize how big of a hit that was during that time. That was one of the biggest songs of that decade, literally. So,
I remember my grandma let me buy that. I put it in the car. Ooh.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, man. So one last thing, video games. So have you seen yourself on a new NBA 2K? And what do you think? Have you seen any photos or anything? I'm gonna send you one. But what do you think about yourself on this NBA 2K? It's looking realistic these days.
I mean, you know what? For not going to get my scan done, I feel like they finally got me right. Like for 3-4 years now, hey, I can't even play the game because I'm just like, well, that ain't even me playing. But now when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, right. That's me. Okay, I can get jiggy with it. It looks like me. Like, okay. So like for not going to get the scan, Ronnie, you did a hell of a thing, sir.
All right, dope. So you said you're into movies and different things. I gotta ask you now, and this is the last final question. So if you could do a movie, an action movie, and you could take 2 action heroes. I don't care if it's Jet Li, Jackie Chan, anyone, Bruce Lee. I don't care who it is. If you could take 2 action heroes and put them in a movie with you, and you're the third hero in this movie or whatever, third person in this movie, who would those 2 action heroes be?
Oh, I'm going Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Okay.
That's one. And then I'm gonna have to go with what's my man? That's in Death Race.
Trying to think. Let's see.
Yeah, nah. He's cold with it. White dude, bald.
Jason Statham? Is it Statham?
Jason. Yeah.
Statham, yeah. Yeah, Statham is definitely the real deal. Well, man, I appreciate you doing this. And before we get out, I need you to plug all your things that you got going on, man, all your business ventures and everything, because I really want people to know more about you, man, and what you're doing out here, because you're doing some good things. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I mean, how you wanna just
you can go from your music, your art, your production, everything. I want you to plug your sites and everything.
Well, with everything really is on my IG. If you go on the IG, it's on like Yokonaro stuff will be on there on the Equity Distro thing. But yeah, Yokonaro, you type in Yokonaro on iTunes or any little platform like that, you'll find them. He's got more projects coming in, so I mean, really, you just follow him on Instagram, and then like you'll see his progress and what's going on. And then we just started, which we can get into because we just signed the contract for it today for these slides actually that I'm wearing right now that I posted on my Instagram earlier this week. But we just signed a little deal with them, so we're gonna be selling those slides soon. And then we got this don't fit wave that I'm starting.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, this merch coming in finna be nice. So when that pops, it'll be all on my Instagram. If people follow, we'll get it to you so you can put it back down here or whatever. But like we can really get it going for you when we get all the goods for it.
Oh man, well, I can't wait, man. Well, once again, Willie, I appreciate you staying here. I'm gonna close it down, but staying here. But I do appreciate you coming on, man, and the Mavs fans, including myself, as a person who covers the team and also a lifelong fan. We're glad that you're back. Trust me, when I announced this today, I've done interviews with just about any Maverick you could think of. I've never seen the excitement of this nature. So you hold a special place with these Mavs fans, man. Just want you to know. So we appreciate you, man. And once again, everybody, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. We're going to do a part 2 of this because we're going to talk some more music because I know we got some good things to talk about in this music world. So once again, man, Willie, I appreciate you, Trill, man, and we're out.
All love, man. I appreciate you.